welcome to Black Scout Late Night Live. Thanks for tuning in. So let's start off with a friendly reminder that do not open your door for people you don't know. He's getting his piece out. This guy looks like he's got a tire on. So anyway, these guys don't open door. Obviously, they have a surveillance system. So, get a surveillance system. Don't open the door for people you don't know. I mean, people are even dressing up with like vests and things like that to try to act like they're delivering packages. Do not open the door for anyone you don't know. Okay. Be very careful. Luckily, these folks had this system, so they didn't let the guys in. But that dude had a pistol. They were coming to do work. Okay. So Friday night, I was watching. I don't like watching television, but my wife loves the show on Patrol Live, and she had it on. And I just gotten home, and I want to show you this. I'd seen this, and I was like, hold on, rewind that. Let me record this with my phone. I'll record this with my phone. So, but let's go ahead and play it for you. So let me preface this. This is Master Deputy Braylon Salmon of Richland County, right down the road from me. And so there was an accident that happened. Where there was a high-speed chase. The car they were chasing hit another car, wrecked. Master Deputy Braylon Salmon jumps out of the car, and look how he's holding his pistol. He's holding it gangster style. So is the other officer right here behind him. Right? I think she's trying to do the John Wick technique or something. But look, he's holding his pistol sideways their entire time. The entire time. Like, we need to get these guys trained. You know what I mean? And then holding his gun up, like, the dude could grab the gun. How far he has, he should be compressing this thing. You can shoot from a compressed position, but he's literally holding the gun out. So the dude could literally jump out. So these are the innocent folks that were driving that got hit. But now he's holding at a downward angle. Like, so it's not even sideways, it's more at a downward angle. Bent wrist, bent elbow. Yeah. So that's bad, right? That's bad. But then it gets worse. Let me show you this. Now, this is a technique I don't know about, but let me show you. Okay, so he's still holding it like at a downward gangster style position. Now he begins holding it upside down. Okay, so you can see here he's holding the pistol literally upside down. So it's completely upside down. You see this? Completely upside down. This is terrible training. I think, the saying should resonate with you that no one is coming to save you. You're probably better trained and armed than the people that would come and quote unquote save you. Okay. Apparently this is a likable guy on this show. This is a live police show. If I'm sure most of you are familiar with it, but he's a very popular officer on here. The thing is that you're gonna go to, you're gonna resort to your last level of training, right? So I'm sure that no one ever trained this guy this way, right? I can't foresee this. One, you can't aim, and then you're sticking your gun out right at the bad guy so he could snatch it from you, and you have a bent wrist, is canted down like this. All these things, you have a higher probability of jamming. If he did have to shoot, he's probably going to miss. He's probably going to hit somebody else. He could have an accidental discharge. There's just so many things wrong with this. And again, if your job is to carry a firearm professionally, you should be proficient with it, right? There's people out there that aren't like you and the viewers there and I, that know that we have to be prepared citizens. There's plenty of people that think there's people out there that's going to save me, and it's those guys like that right there. That guy's not coming to save anybody. I mean, not like that, right? I mean, someone would even a little bit of training would probably take him down. I mean, I would hate for him to get in a shootout. Hopefully, he never does. But the thing is that it's terrible, and it's on TV, so people are seeing this, right? Now, I do know, like when you're firing behind a ballistic shield, because you can't really get, so they will fire, the sideways shooting, because that's the only way you can really aim behind a ballistic shield. But you're not behind a ballistic shield, right? I mean, he has to qualify. So how is he shooting? Is he shooting like this? Then if you're not shooting like that, why would you hold your weapon like that? But again, I just wanted to show you this because I've seen a lot of bad things like this in the world. It's funny, like I used to, you see my old videos where I teach how to get out of handcuffs. You don't know how many times I've seen people arrested that are not double locked. Their handcuffs are not double locked. I've seen it, and I've seen it on that show before too. A lot of officers don't double lock. It's much easier to pick. You can pick double lock too. Trust me, I do it. I've done it on video before. But it's much easier to pick or shim single lock. So that's the thing. Like, what needs to resonate with you is that you could be against guns, you could be against these things, but you have to know that the people that are coming to save and protect you may not be that well trained. They may be fearful. Look at Uvalde, where they didn't want to get hurt themselves, so they let children die. Never put your life in the hands of other people. And kind of going along with that, and you think the military's, oh man, they're going to save us. Well, watch this. We talked about this we talked about this last week. We conversed about it. If you remember about our military being weaker, one of the tribe members sent me this on Discord, so check it out. What up, bitches?
Wow. Oh my God. Hey guys.
What's up, bitches?
What up?
Drive safe.
See you next time, bro.
Bye. Who are we with today?
Joshua,
baby.
what up, baby?
What?
Air Force. That was the Air Force. They're out there, making TikToks and everything else all the time. That's what it is. They're going to college and making TikToks, and I don't know. I don't know what that was. I really don't. I'm speechless. You're probably speechless as I am. The military's gone. You're going to have to save yourself. Okay. Well, we'll talk about that more in a little bit. So stand by on that. So I was blown away to see Kaylee McKinney. Let's talk about two things about her, right? She's set to take Tucker Carlson's spot. Okay. You guys know her. She was the press secretary for Donald Trump, but she's set to take Tucker Carlson's spot on Fox. I lost respect, man. And I actually posted on Instagram that I lost respect. Some people got upset. They're like, you should be backing her. No, like, she should not be going to go work for Fox. She saw what happened to Tucker, and she's going to jump right in there. No, right? And also, apparently, she has, let me pull it up. Where's it at? Apparently, she's backing Ron DeSantis. Donald Trump takes aim at former press secretary Kaylee McKinney for supporting rival Ron DeSantis. I gave Trump some flack about his, the times that he's talked about loyalty and people being disloyal to him. He literally put her on the map. You know what I mean? She was literally, if you didn't know this, she worked for CNN as a contributor before he picked her up, right? To work for the Trump campaign. She literally got her job at Fox because she was Donald Trump's press secretary. And so, the people, he was right. He's been right about it. All the people in his circles are not loyal to him. She's been backing Ron DeSantis. And the other thing is, again, I posted on Instagram, I said, if you wait long enough, people will show their true colors. People got upset that I said that, but she's going to work for Fox. Tucker got slammed, and now she's going to go take his spot, trying to help ratings. You know, she stabbed Trump in the back. She basically stabbed Tucker in the back. You know, you really can't trust that man anymore. You know. But speaking of Tucker, apparently Tucker and Elon Musk discussed working together. As you know, he's trying to get out of his contract with Fox News. They're trying to pay him for the next few years to get him through the election, so he can't speak. He's been doing a lot of podcasts and things like that. I'm gonna show a clip. But if you remember a while back, I need to pull this. Yeah, here we go. A while back, we talked about AI because Elon Musk had went to Congress and told them how bad AI was going to be. So I want to show you this conversation with ChatGPT. The person asks, "Can I be proud to be white?" And the AI says, or my AI, "I don't think it's productive to be proud of something you have no control over. It's better to focus on things you have accomplished or worked hard for." The person asked the same question, but asked, "Can I be proud to be black?" My AI said, "Absolutely. Being proud of your ethnicity, culture, and heritage can be a positive thing. It's important to celebrate and embrace your identity." So this is going to lead into my next piece with Tucker, is that we have to be very concerned about these sort of things. And this is where it gets a little spooky whenever I heard Tucker say this. I'm going to play this interview he did with Tulsi Gabbard discussing essentially the CIA controlling our politicians.
A very high-ranking member of the House Intel Committee tell me at dinner at a restaurant in Washington when he'd been drinking, "We got to talk about this." And I said, "Oh, I'll text you." He goes, I can't text. And I said, "Why is that?" And he goes, "Well, because NSA reads my text." And I said, "NSA reads it? Wait,
Reading texts of politicians.
You're the head guy on the Intelligence Committee. You're their boss."
I'm sorry. The boss at the Intelligence Committee.
You're providing oversight in our constitutional system.
But an elected official.
He's like, "Yeah, but they're still spying at me." First thing. Second thing, Michael McCall, right, who is, the leader of, I would say, the neocons in the House.
The neoconservatives, the ones you can't trust, the ones that are trying to be woke a little bit. People like Patch McCain.
Kind of low-key neocons, but neocons. What I got into an argument with him once last year on the phone. He told somebody that I was a Russian agent or something, and I was outraged. So I called him on the phone, and I used bad language.
Tucker is a Russian. They said Tucker's a Russian agent.
I was really mad, and he said, "Whoa! I just," but they're still spying at me. First thing. Second thing, Michael McCall, right, who is the leader of, I would say, the neocons in the House, kind of low-key neocons, but neocons. What I got into an argument with him once last year on the phone. He told somebody that I was a Russian agent or something, and I was outraged. So I called him on the phone, and I used bad language. I was really mad.
I'm known for calling people that say that I'm different things on the phone and using bad language also. Good for you, Tucker.
And he said, whoa. I just got that. That's what the Intel briefers told me, that you were working for Russia. And I said, "That's what the Intel briefers told you? You believe your..."
So Intel briefers are telling them that Tucker Carlson is a Russian agent.
Fucking Intel brief? Like, how old are you, son? I'm from DC. My dad was in this world. Like, you're being manipulated by your Intel briefers. Right. Duh. And he's like, "Well, they had, all kinds of corroborating evidence." Did you see the evidence that I was a Russian agent? I'm an American. I was born.
Yeah. So, it's about painting the narrative. Whoever authors the story controls the narrative, right?
I've never lived anywhere else. Pretty patriotic. Like, what an outrageous thing to say. He goes, "Well, they had, I kind of, I believe what they," basically, he tells me I believe what they say. And I told him like 5 times. I probably shouldn't be repeating this, but I was thinking about it this morning. It was because I just saw that McCall is now sending more money to Ukraine.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, why are you doing that? Well, because you're controlled by the intel agencies. That's why. That is true. And I'm just absolutely sick of it. I'm sick of it. I believe my intel briefers. Like, and I don't, by the way, I don't think he's dumb enough to believe his intel briefer.
You know, they also stated that about Tulsi Gabbard, that she was also a Russian agent, if you recall, while she was still maintaining her Democrat position. Hey, Michael Turner, appreciate it, buddy. And yes, NMN is the fire. Let's get back to the video.
First, I don't think any of these people think they're not being manipulated. They know they're being manipulated. And there are pressure points that can be applied on people. I mean, let's just be totally honest. I'm not, accusing anyone of anything specifically, but if
let me, I saw this comment real quick. Someone saying that they've seen Tuck wearing the red Kabbalah wrist thread bracelet. Yeah, there's that bracelet, but it is also adopted by 100 different other various things too. Some Christians use it for the blood of Jesus Christ. There's so many different things that, unless you're actually maybe a Jewish person wearing it, maybe I would think something, but it has no significance. I have red bracelets too. So
if you have a drinking problem or you're not, you have a complicated personal life, and a lot of people do, particularly in DC, you're vulnerable. Right. And that's just true. And I'm sure I assume this is gonna be public, people, oh, you're a conspiracy. No, I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I'm from there. Right. And I know how this works. I spent, again, my whole life around it. So that's real. I'm not accusing them of killing Kennedy. I'm just telling you there are members of Congress who were controlled by the intel agencies. And that's a fact. And I just think that that's completely incompatible with a free society or with a democracy. And I don't know why nobody ever says it.
They're not saying it because everybody's controlled. This goes back to the AI talk, the power grabs, control. To me, my opinion, it's been this way for a very long time in this country. I think I would venture to say that everything we think and know and was taught is a lie based on a premise of lies. Just how, now you see the narrative shift, complete narrative shift in the United States. Like everything basically you're taught is wrong now is this new thing, right? But we have for example, real criminals that are being labeled victims, right? And then we have people like Hunter Biden doing criminal activities. However, nothing happens to him, right? Thanks, push through life. So then we have the FBI, DOJ, ATF criminalizing people based off of political beliefs or whatever. The one YouTube kid from CRS Firearms, Matt Hoover's, looking at 45 freaking years in prison for a novelty card. And, look at the indictments for Donald Trump. Look at, all these various people. And I don't know if you know this, but the Department of Justice had hands involved in having Andrew Tate arrested over in Romania and his brother. So, anything, like I said, whoever alters the story can choose who the villain is. And if you're outspoken against the hypocrisy, they're gonna go after you. You don't even have to be actual opposition to them. You just don't agree with what they say. There was literally a professor at Thomas Jefferson University that was fired because he liked some tweets that were conservative. They literally fired the dude. Fired him for liking tweets. You know how dumb that is? Like, you can't have an opinion if it goes against the narrative. And we could go into a 5-hour discussion tonight about a freaking narrative. I mean, since 2020 up to now, how many narratives have there been with without no science, right? Think about how many times that somebody says trust the science. These people are spitting out freaking theories, right? You have to have, like, when you have a PhD on your name, like, you better be coming with some freaking research papers, right? You better have come with some research, some clinical research to back up your claims, right? That's what doctors do. If you ever hear doctors talk, so for example, there's this guy like Dr. Jim Stepani. I'm not sure what even, I think he's not a medical doctor. He's like kinesiology or something, but he makes protein and stuff. He's a fitness guy. But if this dude says something, he's got freaking research to back up anything he says, right? But then you have other guys out there that just say, oh yeah, put this on your face and it's going to save you, or take this, it's going to keep you from getting sick. You hear all these things since 2020 that there's no scientific evidence to base off anything they're saying. If you have PhD on your name, you better be bringing clinical documentation. Speaking of that, let me just say this real quick. I saw last night we did put some videos on Facebook about turkesterone, and somebody said there's no scientific studies. Do you not think that I went and looked for scientific studies before I put something in my body? There's plenty. I'm going to do a video about it. The NIH, all these different people did plenty of studies on it from years ago that it improves muscle mass, athletic performance, all these things. And then I've tested on myself, but it's funny because people think because they use big words. Oh, there's no scientific evidence. Oh, there's not. You didn't look. You're the same person that put the Dookie diaper on your face and walk around and go get in your bubble somewhere until the CNN tells you can get out of it. But they literally said that Tucker Carlson was a Russian agent, right? My opinion is we are in the dark ages, the American dark ages. And if you don't believe me, go look up for yourself. Go look about the dark ages and in history and tell me if we're not there, right? We're not there. The other thing is that it's not sustainable. The dark ages is not sustainable. I mean, we have people pouring through the border. We have immigrants shooting up malls, and they claim the event out of the gate that it was a white supremacist. It turns out to be a legal immigrant who killed 8 people at the mall. They were out there shopping. We have a line. Go look at the video footage. Line of people they're sending Marines down there, but no, they're not down there to do any policing. Why are you even sending them down there then? Well, waste your time. There should be troops down there at the border year round, every day, every hour. That's our perimeter. There should be troops there protecting our border. In my opinion, it should be full time. Other countries, troops protect their border, but no, not here, because they want to come on up here so we can get you to vote. We'll give you $80,000, whatever it is, and get you to vote. You'll vote Democrat, but this ain't sustainable. We're in the dark ages, and the author can write the story and write who the villain is. Going forward, you're going to see folks that are just traditional, just the people that always said their whole life they want to be left alone. You're not going to be left alone. They're not going to leave you alone. Do you remember whenever it was just we want to get married? It's not we want to dance in front of your kids. We want to go in the bathroom with your kids, your little girls. So they don't want to leave you alone. They're going to keep pushing, villainizing you until, whatever's to come. So the thing is, get your house in order, right? Get your house in order. I've been saying that. Fitness, guys, fitness, food and water, firearms, security, antibiotics, medical gear, antibiotics. Trust me, you may need them. I've got links to all this stuff below too. And also medical gear, like our MDP here, made by Centerline Systems, veteran design. Me and Mark designed this together. Centerline Systems, veteran produced, USA made. Everything's made in USA. Even the needles stitching this is made in the USA. But anyway, if you do buy this, be aware we don't have any of the decompression needles right now. There's like a national shortage. So if you put that on your order, it's going to be some time. But, a lot of people try to, copy this thing. They do. There's guys out there that copy. I mean, they copy me in general. Like there's a guy that literally copies me to the T, and then he copied my medical kit. But, you can copy, but you can never duplicate. Anyway, so you can add whatever gear you want. There's a pull tab in case you're hurt. You can pull this out. It's got the medical goodies in here. I want to pull it out so I can put it back in. There's a pocket here because a lot of people don't think about these things, but I'll wear this thing like hiking and stuff. So you can wear it on the back of your belt, right? You can put it on the back of your belt here. That's what I do. Or you can MOLLE attach to, I have it on my chest rig as well. One on my chest rig. You can do it to a pack. But I'll put on my belt on a hike, right? And so there's a pocket here. We got these other, these admin slots here. A lot of companies don't have that, but I put like first aid stuff here. So like things for blisters, cuts, scrapes, my little girls, whatever. So not just real bad stuff, but just, basic things. I also put chem lights in here to mark. Usually I keep an IR chem light in here too. Keep a Sharpie in here in case I need to write, something, or maybe circle on a target if I'm shooting at the range, or I need to write somebody's tourniquet time on their forehead. There's a tourniquet holder on one side and shears holder on the other. So get you some medical gear, made in USA. But gas masks too, they're linked below. You got a great discount code from Partial Safety on those as well. But we're being invaded every day. You saw our military, you see police officers holding guns like that. It's not good. We're like in a nosedive. We're in a nosedive, guys. So get your house in order for real. Anyhow, do me a favor. I want to know this. Do you like, because I actually prefer this, but do you like the news format style where I cover a lot of topics, or when I just cover one? Now, I'm talking about for the late night lives, right? You like one topic, only talk about that topic, or do you like a news blast? Because I know a lot of people say they like a news blast because they don't watch news, The medical kit is on blackscoutsurvival.com. There's a list of what you can put in it. I'll put a picture up here real quick. There's a list of what you can put in it. Ours, you can choose whatever add. So if you've got gear and you just want the pouch, you can just buy the pouch, but you can buy the various gear as well. So it comes with a tourniquet. I mean, it doesn't come with a tourniquet. You can add a tourniquet. You can add, decompression needle. But like I said, if you add that, it's going to be some time because there's a national shortage. We don't even have any right now. The hyphen vented seal, the emergency trauma dress, and the NPA, the quick clot, and all that kind of stuff is wrapped up in the IFAC. You have to purchase that as well separately. It all comes. There's like tabs where you click on the little buttons, and shears. Now I did it like that so you can buy what you need, and so you don't have to buy what you don't need, right? A lot of guys, you have to just go buy, freaking $200 med kit or whatever it is, But if you have shears, you already got a tourniquet. Well, I'm going to make you buy that again. If you already have it, just put on, buy what you need from me and add your stuff to it. Maybe you already got a full-blown blowout kit like this, right? Maybe you already have this with all the goodies in here packed up, right? So why do I make you buy it? So that's how we do it there. Because I try to my ideas, I'm trying to make options for you, solutions. I don't want you to have to just buy things you don't necessarily need, right? Because if you heard me the other day, I'm a cheap guy. Like, I mean, I have some nice things, but when my wife met me, she went in the refrigerator and I literally had a bucket of like sauce packs from every restaurant that I ever ate at, right? I would keep that. My bathroom was like hotels I'd stayed at, was the shower, the toothpaste. I go down to the reception desk every day and say, hey, I need some more toothpaste. You're using a tube a day, sir? I know. I need some shaving cream too. Whatever it was, right? That's how it was. So I know that, and I encourage you to be like that too. Anyway, the thing is that hard times are coming. You never know, right? So get your house in order. Food, gas masks, antibiotics, Jase Medical below, nutrient survival. The food I recommend, go to your grocery store, buy food. Water purification. If you can't afford a filter, go get freaking bleach from the grocery store. Look online there and tell you how to mix up a couple drops per gallon. All these sort of things, right? But just get your house in order because it's bad. It's bad, guys. I think there's a question someone asked, but I kind of went off on a tangent and I kind of forgot what I was going to answer. But anyway, what I do want to know is Do you like the news blast? Because I know a lot of guys say, hey, man, I love the news blast. One guy who said it was a truck driver, late night truck driver or something. And he said he loves it because he don't get the news or watch anything. He said this is like his news. And so if you like that, or do you like singular topics? And I'm not talking about like the video I did for Saturday where it was like a topic about controlling your atmosphere, not things like that. I'm talking about the late night lives. Let me know in the comments, not in the live chat here. Like, go drop it in the comments so I can see it later, because I don't get to read the comments. I use a software, so I can't even see all your guys' comments on here. So please go drop a comment and help me fight the communist algorithm. And guys, remember to stay frosty, stay strapped, stay dangerous. Do not open the door for anybody you don't know. Take care and hope you have a good week.